Welcome to Starfleet Universe On Call. I am Paul Franz, owner of Franz Games. I run SFU Online, FedCom Online, and Starfleet Warlord. Just a reminder how to join us. We have streamed live every Thursday night starting at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Or you can either join us on the SFU Starfleet Universe Online Discord server. You can just join the SFU On Call stream voice channel, and you can find the invite right there on the sfuoncall.com website. And of course, if you want to join us on Twitch, you can do that too. Just go to twitch.tv/SFUOnCall. Yeah, it's twitch.tv/SFUOnCall. And you can join the chat there and watch us stream live the video stream live there. And if you need to contact me for any reason, my email address is sfuoncall@gmail.com. It's sfuoncall@gmail.com. Also, you want to follow me on the Twitters. You can follow my SFU On Call Twitter account, or you can follow my personal account, Paul Franz, PaulFranz. There's no T in that. And also, there's my Friends Games business account, FRNZGAMES. Again, no T in that. And of course, I have Blue Sky accounts too. I have sfuoncall.bsky.social and also franzgames.com. And of course, this lovely Talkcast gets into a podcast available on iTunes and various other feeds around the net. Obviously, it's been quiet on ADB because, of course, the holidays. So relatively quiet. Now, the one thing that is happening, and unfortunately, we didn't have a podcast last week, so I couldn't tell you about it. And hopefully, you'll hear about this before it ends, which is they're running a 12% off sale on everything on the shopping cart. The sale runs from Christmas Eve, which is the 24th, which is over a week ago, and it lasts for 12 days and goes all the way to January 4th of 2026, i.e. this Sunday. So if you can, please jump on that and save yourself 12%. Also, just a reminder, which I forgot, I'm not sure I announced this early in the month, which is Federation Commander fans, the Romulan Border and Romulan Space are they're now available. Again, the hard copies are now available. Moving onward and forward to the SFB Online tournament, the Sapphire Star tournament now is completed. The finals being Cadet Simpy in the Romulan TKE over Spartan, which is Jeff Clark, in the ISC. He defeated him quite well. It was actually a quite quick, I'm not saying quick game because it was like 6 turns, but it was a good game. And actually, it's for most people, it's a shock to actually have the Romulan TKE actually win in the finals. Moving on forward, when it comes to the Sapphire Star 20 tournament, are now open. 7 signups they have 7 signups. Now remember about this tournament, which is there are some free slots available. We just please sign up and then contact me, and we'll work it out with ADB. Because the only prerequisite is that you have not played in either 2024 or 2025. If you've not played in either of those years, like you're brand new, you can get involved in a tournament for free. And if you make it past the first round, you actually get $10 out of the whole arrangement. Which is great. When it comes to 500 BP for a tournament, it's still going on strong. I'm still trying to get together with Justin. We just been having a hard time scheduling. He has a crazy schedule, and it does not help. And of course, what happens? He now has the next 4 days available. Unfortunately, I'm going to be gone for the next 3 days. So, and I tried to get together with him today, but I emailed him too late, and we have a hard time connecting up. I almost think I should see if I can get his cell phone number so I can text him so we can get a little more communication at a little more speedy basis. But moving onward and forward when it comes to I was gonna say online client stuff, but there's not much happening there. But Starfleet Warlord, when it comes to the new standard game 98, that has been started. Actually, one thing we did do is that we restarted it. We restarted it so that it was actually started like 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, yeah, 2 weeks ago. But then we had to restart it because I put out there for a vote how many people actually would like this. We had either keep it at 11 at the people we had, or we could add 2, which was 9 people, or we could add 2 more and have 11. The problem is with that, of course, is that we have to restart the game, and 2, the game has to be to have restarted so that we have a larger board, and obviously now we have open slots. So if you want to join, there's still open slots left. And I allow people up to turn 3 to join. And of course, the problem with that is that you have to make sure that if you join on close to turn 3, like the first turn or second turn, you have to make sure that you catch up. You have to catch up with everybody else. So you have to be very responsive. I will be happy because for the first 3 turns, you shouldn't be interacting with anybody else when it comes to actual play. Meaning you shouldn't have any fights with anybody within the first 3 turns. In fact, first 3 turns, you really shouldn't. You might be able to get outside your sector. Most probably you're not, but you'll be within your own sector, dealing with either monsters or other sites in your first in the first 3 turns. So that's why I allow for the first 3 turns kind of a leeway if they're open slots to have them filled. So if you want to join it, hey, feel free. When it comes to Die Hard 58 and 59, they're going well. I'm hoping I will be within new Die Hard games. I hope to do what I'm doing with the standard game, which is orders are due on Friday. By Friday. And then if you don't get it in by Saturday, I will send notification going, hey, you're late. And if you don't get yours in by Saturday, 9:30 Eastern time, then we skip you. I skip you doing what's called a 0 turn. A 0 turn, for those of you who don't know anything about Starfleet Warlord, is when you actually have a turn. You actually do have a turn run for you, but you do nothing. Your ships don't move. You don't have the only good benefit of having a 0 turn is that you still have your economics. So you get your EAPs from any sites that you currently have gotten. So you don't actually have a problem with actually a skip turn and losing the economics for that. So I figured that's a good way of having. So it encourages people because you miss out moving pieces or actually building ships or things like that. But that is it. Comes the library. No progress, but I'm in the middle of discussions with Frank and Matt. We're trying to get it so that we have this new way of doing things. I checked out. We're using GitHub as a way of syncing between what everyone's doing. And originally we would go through Matt's repository, and I looked at his and went, guys, I don't think this is going to work. So the plan is to actually have my main repository available to those people, and we'll work from there. I trust Frank and I trust Matt. We looks like we'll probably go forward with that, and hopefully, I got Frank's latest updates, and I'm going, there's a lot of changes here. Is this what we want to do? Because there's like 261 ships that got changed, and I want to make sure this is what we want to do. We want to disrupt it, and if there's any issues in 261 ships, that we're going to be able to fix these quickly. So I'm probably not going to do that until after I get back from my camping, which I'm going to be gone for the next 3 days. So, because I don't want it to be to a point where I can't update things, because I'm not sure. I definitely will bring my laptop. I'm hoping that I'll have internet connection so that I can do like the Warlord stuff. If not, I'll find a spot and outside the campsite and text them or send an email out. So with that, that is the news for this week.